Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. And welcome to our morning ritual of meeting each other and having conversations to empower ourselves. So, I was not there yesterday deliberately. I thought I should leave you alone. And I had also given a stricture to these people, a directive that you are not to discuss anything about relationships. Okay. So since I'm back today, we're going to do two things. Today, I'm going to answer any questions or give you any clarifications about what you need. And about which topic? The topic is solving problems in relationships. Okay. So is there anything you'd like to ask me or tell me that, we've covered that topic in 4 sessions? So it would have given you a lot of opportunities or a lot of ideas for action. And I'm always interested to know what action have you taken. And when you take action, that's when all the questions come, isn't it? Either when you start thinking about taking an action or when you actually take the action, that's when all your questions come and you come face to face with something. So we'll talk about that also today. So the ball is in your court, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want to tell me something? Do you want to ask me something? Yes, Reddy Garu.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
In fact, I want to solve the problems in relationship to one of my close relatives, and instead of talking to him and explaining to him, I've sent one of the videos, which is uploaded by you.
Okay, I like the idea, but my question is, what are you avoiding by doing that?
No. In fact, I started this before sending the video, solving the problems in the relationship, but still not responded much from other person. Then I sent this video and I told him this is what exactly I want to do with you.
Okay, that's a new approach. We will wait to, but my question is this, that, okay, fine, that's great. So we'll wait for the result.
No, why? Because you said you have to prepare yourself. You should know how to ask questions. All this really needs some mental preparation. Why? Because you are with them as you are.
Yeah, but for that, I mean, look, I have a very specific question for you. What were you avoiding by sending him the video link? I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad or something. It's good that you sent it.
Video link, I told him also, I need to spend some time with you. The Saturday, Sunday was holidays, last Saturday, Sunday. Why don't we meet sometime? And I was expecting a call from him, but he never called me up. Then on Monday, I asked him why he didn't call me up. He didn't meet me. He put a question mark. Then I thought maybe he didn't understand what exactly I'm conveying. Anyway, I'm in the process, sir. So
yeah, listen, all this you did on messaging.
No, sir, verbally.
Acha, then how did he give you a question mark?
His face.
So he made a particular expression on his face and you were thinking it's a question mark.
Yes.
It could also be, tell me more about it.
Maybe. That's why then only I sent the video. Because I'm not able to explain to him the way you explain to people.
Yeah, but why should you explain anything to him? You have to do what I've asked you to do. What is there to explain in it?
No.
You have to speak from your heart. You have to listen to him and find out what's bothering him. You have to, see, he doesn't have to understand what we are teaching over here. Of course, if you are sending it and if he actually watches it, you know what, if suppose, somebody, you send a video like that to someone,
sir,
he might think otherwise also, no?
But I told him after sending that this is exactly what I want with you.
To resolve the problem in our relationship.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then maybe you can ask him at some point, has he seen the video?
Yeah, I'll do that, sir.
Because the thing is, in this video, if the person is not there on the call, he may have a lot of questions and there'll be nobody there to answer it. No?
Yes, sir.
So anyway, that's a good one. But I again want you to think seriously. What is it by sending the video? What is it that you can get to avoid?
No, otherwise, I have to explain to him about the trust and relationship, how we'll make.
Why? That's what I'm trying to understand. Why should you tell all these things? You can the only thing I say that is necessary is that look here, in a relationship, I think we both want that we should, support each other. We should empower each other and we should make each other strong. That is the only thing you should say.
Correct, sir. That is the interferer. I cannot tell him openly.
But why? That's what you are avoiding, no? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
getting it? The question which I'm asking you.
Yes, sir.
By sending him that video, you are avoiding to discuss something with him.
Yes, sir.
So what is that you're trying to avoid? There is something which you are trying to avoid to say to him. Or you're trying to avoid that he may say something like this to me. Are you getting it? There is something, if you speak to him, you will have to break out of some zone of protection or comfort zone or safety zone that you are having.
Yes, sir.
Right? If you speak to him, you will have to be vulnerable, no?
Yeah.
So what will happen? Suppose you speak to him, what will happen?
Nothing, sir. I'm trying to find some time because weekdays it's difficult for me. I thought sometime weekend we'll sit and discuss.
Acha, in the meantime, he will watch the video and it will be easy for me to, yeah, okay, that's a good idea. Let's see what result it produces. But it's a good thing to be clear in your own mind that what is it that I'm trying to avoid?
Yes, sir.
Because this is a question for everybody today, by the way. It came a little early because of your sharing. Okay. So let's see. This is a good technique. Let's see if it works. Then we'll have a new technique available for all. If you want to solve a problem in a relationship, send him the 4 videos of Mr. Sukhdeepak. That'll be the easy way. Eh? I hope it works. Okay, somebody else? Any questions, any clarification you'd like to have? Gopal ji, good morning. Welcome back.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
मैं सुबह से सोच रहा था. I was thinking about you. I said, when is he going to come back?
I know, sir.
And how are you feeling?
Everything is okay, sir. Good, 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 good. Come back now. Come back to normal.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. You look good. You look good. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
As usual.
Today, Shakti is missing. Okay, so you guys, you have any questions? Do you want any clarifications? And I'm very keen to know that whatever you learned in those 4 sessions, whatever it opened up in your mind, what action has it resulted in?
Sir, I like to say something.
Yeah, please. Hasina ji, go ahead.
Yeah, sir, I have problem with my daughter-in-law, but on the face of it, nobody can feel that there is an undercurrent going on. When we have a problem, we sit and chat, and then nothing gets solved. Again, it's the same story.
What needs to be solved?
I don't know, she keeps misunderstanding me, I keep misunderstanding, but it is kept in your mind. You don't spell it out. And I sort of, maybe I make
How do you know? See, my question is, how do you know that she misunderstands you?
Maybe from the face expression.
But that's only a figment of your imagination, no?
Yes.
If somebody is not saying something to you straight, why are you imagining things?
Yeah.
No, but then when we talk it out, then the point that I have raised in my mind comes true.
No, wait a minute. First of all, I'm 100% sure that since you are carrying it in your mind, you
Yes.
should definitely talk it out. I'm not saying that you don't do that, but I am saying, how do you know that she misunderstands you? You're
No,
saying,
from
I
her-
have an intuition, you're telling. You're saying, I have a sense that she's
Yeah.
upset with me.
Yes, yes.
So has she told you anything?
No, from her action one can make out.
But actions
From a
can be
body,
interpreted
from the
in any
body,
way.
from body language also one can make that out.
Well, if you want to make it out that way, see, from body language, many things can be made out, no? So
That
anyway,
is what I know. I don't know how to solve this kind of relationship. Otherwise, we are okay. Day to day, it's okay.
so first thing is that you need some clarity.
Hmm.
The clarity about the clarity that you need is, first of all, there is no problem as such.
Hmm.
You have some thing in your mind which you need to clear up.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what is it that you need to clear up? What do you need to clear up? You have some doubt. Seems to me like you have a doubt that she is upset with you.
Yeah, because then she doesn't speak the rest of the day.
I'm not asking you why you have a doubt. I'm just saying that you seem to be having a doubt that she is upset with you. Yes or no?
Yes.
So how does one clear a doubt? By asking, are you upset with me?
Right.
So what's stopping you from asking her, are you upset with me?
No, but when I ask her, she said, no, there is nothing wrong.
Fine, then why don't you believe it?
But I know it's not true.
No, how do you know, Baba? Are you God?
I know her as a person, so I can say that.
No, then you ask her, okay, look, I feel that, you have some upset with me. Why don't you say so? See, sometimes I'll tell you something, Hasina. You have done something, okay? Sometimes it happens in life. You have done something.
Yes.
So you feel that you might have upset the other person.
Correct.
So then you will keep on looking for signs to see that the person is upset or not.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. So if you have done something which is likely to have upset her, why don't you talk to her straight and straighten it out?
Okay, okay.
So you're not talking to her about that, right? You have done something which you feel may upset her.
Okay, okay.
So you discuss it out.
Right.
Now you may say, okay, I don't know how to discuss this. So why don't you speak from your heart and say to that person, okay, look here, I had done this. This is all that I know right now. Give your logic, right? If you were a management person, I would have said, be transparent about your decision making. Tell them why you decided the way you decided.
Okay, okay.
And you can tell them also, okay, I'm not very happy that I had to decide like this.
Mm-hmm.
So tell the truth, no?
Right, right.
So what is happening is nobody is speaking it out. I mean, there is like, something smelly is there in the room. Everybody's okay. Does it make sense to you? You are afraid.
No, yeah. Yes, I am.
Yeah. So what are you afraid of? That everything will come out in the open?
No, whether she would understand what I'm trying to say.
Maybe she will, maybe she won't. But you would have got it off your chest, right?
Okay, okay.
And see, that's the only way you will be able to have a dialogue with her and clear it up. Because everything is in the unsaid.
Correct, correct.
So when everything is in the unsaid, it's called an incompletion. You are not going to be comfortable with one another.
That's true.
So instead of it being in the unsaid, let it be said, no?
Okay, all right.
Then you can have a conversation about it.
Right.
So if you are afraid to have a conversation about it, then you are exhibiting turtle behavior because you're going to lose your relationship for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are already noticing some distancing between the two of you, isn't it?
Correct.
So bring it out in the open and talk. So what's stopping you from doing that? See, it's the same thing which I was trying to point out to Reddy Garu, something similar to that. that you are avoiding to talk about the topic.
Correct.
You're all beating
Correct.
around the bush.
You're right.
So the question is, why are you not doing it? Think about it. Don't answer me right away.
All
What are you
right.
getting out of not speaking about it?
Okay.
Yes, Milanji, good morning.
Thank you.
Milanji, you had your hand raised.
Many times I have seen that my understanding about his misunderstanding is my own creation. I actually haven't got it clarified whether actually he has misunderstood or he has understood me or not.
Exactly.
So I myself create a situation that where I feel that he has misunderstood me, and then probably whenever he does a body language, which is slightest indication of a bit of a untoward this thing, which I did not expect, I just interpret this thing as a misunderstanding.
You see, I knew it.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. So what's the solution for that?
Solution is basically be open.
Be open and talk about it.
Yes, yes.
Because we do want a relationship of openness and trust, don't we?
Yes.
The only way you're going to have that kind of relationship is by opening up and communicating with them.
Indeed.
Mm.
Done conversation, must done conversation.
Exactly. Don't be silent, talk to them.
Conversation, communication. Yep.
There has to be transparency.
Yeah, transparency means what?
Of course.
Be honest with what you feel and
Yeah.
express what you feel.
Yeah, and what you think, you tell them what will happen. See, sometimes in life, we are carrying these problems with our near and dear ones for years and years and years.
Mm.
And it's causing problems in every possible way, in business, in personal life, everything. But we are not resolving it. And we have some very rigid point of view. No, no, it's impossible. That person is like this and that person is like that. If you speak to the other person, he'll say the same thing about you also. That he's
Correct.
like this and he's like that. Right? But we are not
Correct.
doing anything about it. And it is harming everybody. And then
Correct.
you will have some point of view. Oh, no, no, he's not bothered at all, you know. Only I'm the one who's bothered about it. Okay, so coming back to after the 4 sessions on solving problems in relationship, what action have you taken about the learnings? Have you actually worked with someone to resolve it? And if you have not worked with someone to resolve this, what is stopping you? In what way are you not challenging yourself? In what way are you not stretching yourself? See, if you want to initiate this dialogue, which is likely to be an uncomfortable one, it could be an uncomfortable one, na? If you're avoiding it, what are you doing? You're remaining in your comfort zone. You're not willing to stretch yourself out of your comfort zone. Yeah, please mute yourself, Milanji. Similar, Hasina ji and Shri Kumari, please mute yourself. When you have to speak, you can unmute. So the question has been asked. Now, can you guys tell me what is stopping you from getting into action? Because if you have been in action, then you will have something to say to me. And if you are not in action, then find out what is stopping you from getting into action. Nobody has tied you with a rope, right? They have not put tape on your mouth. Yes, Neeti ji.
So I spoke to you about my fall trauma.
Yes.
And I did do a discretion exercise, which has really helped.
Okay.
And now when I, there are still times in the day when that fear grips me when I see him walking around without support or something. And that is when I begin to kind of reason with myself whether my reaction is out of fear, or is there, or am I seeing an element that is cause for concern. And that is how I am being able to sort out my mind, and I am not being as reactive, thankfully. But now this exercise could take another 2-3 days before I would be ready to have a conversation, because my own closure, my own swatting is not yet complete. Internally, I feel I am still a jumble of nerves on this topic.
But what is the topic? What do you want to communicate?
It's just that, even if he's not taking support or he's not taking assistance, a person has to be a little more responsible for themselves, so that, you act with more caution rather than kuch ho jaye se, maine to socha nahi tha, you should have pointed out, kind of a thing. So then the whole situation becomes difficult to handle, or even just to accept ki haan bhai ye bol diya.
What is the problem in this relationship?
Sir, it's nothing. It is just fear of harm, fear of physical harm. That is the concern over here.
So if I
And it is coming
understand
out
you,
of 2 incidents, which are both fall related. So it's coming out of that, and it is coming out of the doctor's advice for extra care.
so you want him to use the walker and he does not.
He uses, but then in between he walks without the walker. He's not at all keen on an attendant. I can understand what are his inhibitions, and I totally agree to it. But then the odds are very high. So that is the concern. That is where, he and I are getting a little lost.
Now, what's your concern? I don't understand. Your concern is that he'll fall.
Yes. Last year, 17 January, both of them fell. That sound is still raw in my ears. My fall trauma 30 years back is still raw in my ears. So that is what I am trying to let go and look at each situation as it is. His orthopedic,
Okay.
his on-home, both are telling me that don't leave him without an attendant. But he is not keen, because he feels whatever little bit he can do himself, he will let go of that. And I understand that need for that little bit of independence, but then the odds of a fall are very high, and a fracture is
Yeah.
not
At the
possible.
same time, if he stops moving around at all,
That is also bad.
that's bad for you.
Yes, yes, yes.
And if he falls, it is bad for him.
It's very bad.
And it's bad for him, right?
Yes,
It's painful for who?
for both of us.
No, that's painful for you because,
For him, it's a physical pain. For me, it's an emotional pain.
yeah, exactly. But he's the one who's going to have the trauma first, right?
Yes.
So now you want to, what is the solution to this problem?
First, sir, I'm trying to get my fears out of it so that
no,
I
no,
can have a franker conversation and slowly.
I'm not getting into that right now. Hang on.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to find out what is the objective. What do you want? That he should not get up from his chair?
No. I am just trying to convince him on having an attendant with him 24/7.
Okay. And he doesn't want that.
Yeah, he needs more care, more personal care, which I've told him frankly that we are not being able to build into the day, especially in the evening hours. He needs more personal care. So this attendant would be a channel to do all of that.
So if what will happen if you get an attendant?
He feels that, whatever 2-3 things he can do by himself, he will start giving instructions to the attendant, and he will slowly lose that independence also.
No, the ability to do these things.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a question of independence only. It reminds me of my grandmother. She used to say, we used to keep telling her, don't do this and don't do that. And she used to always say, कि ना फिर मेरे हाथ पैर चलने बंद हो जाएंगे ना तो मैं जल्दी मर जाऊंगी.
हाँ जी,
And
वही
that's exactly what happened to her, by the way. When she moved to my chacha's house, she died within 6 months because they didn't allow her to do anything.
So, but the odds of a fall.
Yeah, that's a risk, no? But
Yeah.
who's taking that risk?
But sir, now it is a question that a fracture cannot be sustained. And I spoke to you about 2 weeks back on.
Yeah, I know. But the point is this. You are not going to get an attendant because he is going to get upset.
No, I'm still struggling on that.
Are you getting it? So all the time it is about him getting upset. Now either he'll get upset or he'll not get upset. He'll either get upset or he'll break his leg. Okay.
Okay.
So it's a
Okay.
tough call to take, right? Now here is a man who's obviously Hindi mein bolte hain na khuddar aadmi hai.
Totally.
All right. He doesn't like to be dependent on anyone. And he unfortunately is in a situation where he is dependent.
Yes.
There is a man who all his life he has made his own decisions.
Yes.
Now decisions are being made for him. That's very uncomfortable, isn't it?
Yes.
For a person like that to feel कि मैं मोहताज हो गया हूँ. Isn't it tough, this thing? Okay. So he's fighting, to retain as much of his khuddari as he can.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, what kind of conversation can you have with him that he manages to keep that khuddari also and understand your deep concern about his well-being? Because I don't think he feels that you appreciate his desire for his maintaining his khuddari. I mean, look at it from his point of view.
So I agree. I would begin the conversation by saying that I don't want to take away or I don't want to weaken him, and I want him to be stronger, and I want our understanding on his safety to be an empowered situation rather than a situation of fear.
Or maybe there is another way of having that conversation. Another way of having the conversation is that I want you to do more things on your own. Right?
वो तो बहुत try किया है.
अरे यार सुनो तो सही पूरी बात. You have to tell him like this, I want you to do more things on your own and you please do it on your own. But there has to be somebody with you to make sure that you don't hurt yourself. If you do like that, then you can certainly do more things on your own. But there is a person there to, just in case you're about to fall, he'll catch you. So that way he retains his desire to do things on his own also, no? But if that's important for him, कि मुझे कुछ तो करने दो भाई. You say, yeah, sure, you should do that. And we want you to do that. And just have somebody there with you so that we all feel, you feel safe and we feel safe. We will tell him that he should not do things for you. But he's there to, make sure nothing goes wrong. That's all. Try that out. Because address his concern. No, you are addressing your concern more than his concern. As an objective observer, my reading is that you are more concerned about your concern. You're concerned about him.
So, उनके concerns से चालू किया था, that also did not find way, but then I will try again.
Try karo, let's see. See, this is what I say, that willingness to get somebody else's point of view without changing it. So if you get his point of view, you will get all these things which I told you. That ये खुदार आदमी है, खुद करना चाहता है, जितने दिन कर सकता है करूँगा. He also knows it's inevitable. Now, by this time, you think he's the fool, he has not realized. Sooner or later, something which he doesn't want to think about is going to happen. He knows that. And he must be somewhere in this point of view कि जितने दिन जी रहा हूं तो जीने दो ना मुझे. Vegetable मत बनाओ मुझे. Maybe he's thinking like that. So how can you address that concern as well as your concern that he should not hurt himself? And the way is ki you convince him, ki, look, I will, you can do whatever you want as long as there is somebody there standing by with you.
Hmm.
We will tell that guy ki he should let you do whatever you want, but he should be there to make sure that you don't hurt yourself. भाई अगर मैं इधर उधर किचन में हूँ या कहीं हूँ या सब्जी लेने गई हूँ, आप अगर गिर जाओगे, कौन होगा आपको उठाने के लिए? मम्मी तो नहीं उठा सकती. See, that is the track you have to take. I also want you to do things on your own. Because if you do things on your own, and maybe for a couple of days you have to let him by be around in the background somewhere. He says, you give me this, you tell him, aap le lo na apne aap.
That's exactly the phase we are in at the moment, since the last 2 days.
Right? Then he'll be ready for that conversation at some point.
Hmm.
See, you're not imposing. See, the thing you want to get across is you're not imposing anything on him.
Hmm.
You're only honoring his wishes. And you have to genuinely do that. Once you genuinely do that, there are chances that he might get it that you are genuinely doing it.
Hmm.
See, he's not going to find so much dedication in anyone in this whole world. तो उसका तो कोई शक नहीं है ना आपको. So address it from his point of view, not from your point of view. The moment he sees that it's being addressed from my point of view, the person becomes more amenable. Get it? See, there is nothing can stop you from forcefully getting an attendant and keeping him there.
Yeah.
What will happen? He'll get more upset.
Yeah.
But he's getting upset anyway all the time. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way of looking at it is the way I'm saying it, that he feels honored this way. Okay, my wishes are being honored.
Hmm.
At the same time, my safety is not being compromised.
Yes.
You know, एक तो होता है ना मेरी जिद है कि मेरे को अपनी टांग तोड़वानी है तो तुमको क्या है? I'm sure he doesn't want it like that. So try this out. Tell me how it works.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's tough. I know. I've dealt with a person like that, so I know it very well how it works. And you have a tendency to go up. You know, there are times you'll say to hell with you, यार जो मरना है तो मरो फिर. ये भी होता है कभी कभी. जिद में अटके हुए हो तो फिर भुगत लेना अपने आप. That also happens. So you have to be very strong, like you are. Got it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so what is stopping you from getting into action? That is the question I started with. How many of you have started taking action on a relationship which is not working? Okay, looks like everybody is doing everything. So why are we wasting time?
No, sir, I'm still working, sir.
Sir, it is not like that. एक minute.
नहीं, अगर कुछ किसी ने कॉन्वर्सेशन करना है तो करते हैं, नहीं तो फिर चलते हैं. अच्छा तो हम चलते हैं, फिर कब मिलोगे? अशोक जी बताइए.
One thing I got clarified, though I knew it, or rather everybody knows it, that and you are trying to teach us right from the beginning that you see from the view of the person on other side, not always from your eyes. You see from his eyes what he looks or what he thinks, and then try to resolve it, because at that time you know both the sides. But when it comes to starting, we always start from our side and we end up into one-sided views and one-sided action.
हाँ, फिर वो तो मैं मुंह चालू हो जाता है ना.
And unfortunately, father-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, that law comes into picture. The backgrounds are different because the law is already in between both. There where the things start. But yes, today's conversation has opened up many things. How to start Actually, another thing which I found it when to start, whether the mornings are good, whether after the breakfast are good, whether after the lunch are good, because many times nobody wants to listen to any senior person before they go to the office. And they are not in a mood to listen after they come from the office.
Yeah.
After
So you'll have to catch them when they're a captive audience, you know.
and after the dinner, अभी तो सोने का time हो गया, अभी कोई discussion नहीं. Let us
No,
think
the
it
best
over
place to
tomorrow.
catch them is in the washroom when they're there inside. बाहर से बात करो. दरवाजा खोलूंगा नहीं जब तक ये पूरा conversation खत्म नहीं होता है.
नहीं होता है. True. ऐसे ही कोई करना पड़ेगा.
Captive audience बनाना पड़ेगा.
But in practical, when your feelings get involved in everything, it becomes difficult to understand and difficult to resolve. It takes longer time. Actually, it should take shorter time, but it takes longer time when the feelings get involved. Yes, I spend maybe a week or something before even opening one first sentence. Then it takes 2 weeks to get the strength to talk. And then sometimes it fizzles out in 5 seconds. अरे ऐसा था क्या? अरे I did not know. ठीक है अभी okay, I'm okay with it. तो लगता है कि अरे ये 2 हफ्ते क्यों बर्बाद किए? It could have been resolved at that time. And sometimes it goes skew, and then it becomes a messy thing to resolve it.
See, one of my learnings in my life is that the more you delay in resolving the issue in a relationship, the worse, it's more difficult it is.
Sure.
When it
Sure.
happens the first time, if you sort it out there and then, na,
There itself.
तो खत्म हो जाता है. But हम लोग
Yes.
क्या है, wait करते रहेंगे, कचरा इकट्ठा होता रहेगा. More and more issues will get, built up. So by the time you try to address it, it's become so bad. I remember in the beginning of my career, I used to be going to this SN Medical College in Agra. Okay. Now, most of the cases who used to come there would be the ones who bilkul jo bigad gaye na, like All India Institute of Medical Sciences also. They'll go to some local fellow, he's not sorting it out. Then they'll go to some other fellow. By the time they come to that place, the case is so bad that it's very difficult to sort it out. And that's what we do with our relationships also.
Sure.
That we wait and hesitate. And I can tell you, I know some of the people on this call that they have some issues which are going back to 25 years.
Yes.
They're still not resolving it.
Sir, another thing, similar question, but normally addressed as a generation gap. Difference in understanding due to generation gap. हमारे टाइम पे क्या था, आज के टाइम पे क्या है? That is one thing which always bothers. बाहर का खाना खाना चाहिए या नहीं, घर का खाना खाना चाहिए या नहीं, how many times one should eat outside, what one should eat outside. That generation gap is something which really, I don't know how to address that.
Nothing, just deal with what is there now. No? See, if you notice, the generation gap is coming because the older we get, the more we start judging. No? अगर हम जज करना छोड़ दें and we say कि भाई जो कर रहा है वो भुगतना तो उसको ही है. This is what I used to tell my sons. I still tell them this. कि boss, I'm not going to tell you what to do because you are the one who's going to face the consequences. And as a father, I don't want you to have bad consequences. So sometimes I may say something to you. But बेटा भुगतना तो तुमने ही है, तो जो करना है करो, मैं क्यों बोलूं? And I actually live like that. I'll say, okay, you are going to suffer the consequences for it. See, one of my rules in life is don't give advice unless somebody asks you for it.
Ask for that, yeah.
Right? My second rule is don't give advice unless they pay you for giving it. Because if they pay you, then they'll listen to you, no? Because they paid you. Otherwise, अंग्रेजी में एक पुरानी कहावत है, अच्छी नहीं लगती है. Don't give pearls to the swine. तो हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, बंदर क्या जाने अदरक का स्वाद।
अदरक का स्वाद।
तो मतलब अगर तुमको भुगतना है, इसी देयर आर पीपल हु वांट टू लर्न द हार्ड वे and there are people who want to learn the easy way. So there's another thing I say, if you want to learn something the hard way, it's up to you, beta. I mean, even in my coaching situation, there'll be some fellows who will argue with me. You know, so I'll say, okay, fine. Yeah. Who am I to tell you? You want to learn something the hard way, please do.
Agreed. What you say, totally agree. But what Niti, I could understand, and maybe, but what Niti wanted to say that I need, similar thing is with me, that I do not want to feel bad that I should have done something at that time and I could not do it or I did not do it. That feeling we do not want.
Yeah, that's why I gave
How to get over that feeling that, oh my God, I should have done it. And then it keeps on scratching all the time.
Yeah, but did you
Niti, am I right?
Did you listen to the entire conversation that I had with Niti?
Yeah, sure.
Because that's a solution. See, one way would have been simple. कि पापा आपको जो करना है करो, फिर आप भुगतते रहना। आपकी टांग टूटेगी तो आपको तकलीफ होगी. That's one way, no?
But it is easier to say than done.
Exactly. So the other way is कि find out what his concern is, that he wants to retain some of his, some independence or some free will, and you honor that. And at the same time, you make sure that he is not, going to damage himself. So you enroll him, look, you can do whatever you want. You do your own things if you want, but just allow me to have some safety net with you. If there is some caretaker, at least koi zyada damage nahi hoega. We will tell him not to, interfere in your things too much. आपका काम नहीं करेगा जब तक आप नहीं बोलोगे. तो आपको खुद करना है. That is the best solution, right? You're honoring his wishes. I believe it's always good to honor the wishes of people, right?
In similar situation,
we should honor them.
In similar situation, when it comes, ward boy, the person that is known as a ward boy का पैसा कौन देगा? तू देगी कि हम ही देगा? Then it becomes issue.
नहीं, जब पैसा ही सारा तुम्हारा है तो तुम ही दोगे ना फिर.
Exactly.
So that's where the enrollment comes into, for your safety. Because the thing is, if you don't keep a ward boy, correct, then somebody will have to be there with you all the time. And it's not physically possible. Because somebody has to make the food also, somebody has to buy the vegetables also, somebody has to make sure that the clothes are washed also. So it's not possible that somebody is sitting with you 24/7.
24 is not possible.
And then you want to do everything yourself, which is a risk. You also know it. We want to honor you. Please do everything yourself, but just have some caretaker around who will be giving strict instruction कि भाई जो काम डैडी खुद करना चाहते हैं उनको करने दो. जब तक वो नहीं बोलेंगे तुम अपना हाथ भी नहीं उठाओगे. और अगर कोई अपना डैमेज होने वाला है उनको, तो आप उनको बचा लेना.
बता देना.
सपोज आई एम वॉकिंग विथ यू, मैं आपके हाथ पकड़ के नहीं चल रहा हूँ, आपके साथ चल रहा हूँ. अगर आप लुढ़क गए तो मैं पकड़ लूंगा आपको. वो तो परमिशन दे दीजिए.
Yes.
See, so this way, when they understand that you are honoring their wishes, most of the people will become cooperative with you. That is called enrolling someone. What we try to do is we try to dictate things to the person. We want to tell them कि आप ऐसा करो वैसा करो. उनको लगता है मेरी wishes की कोई अहमियत ही नहीं.
But 70-80% arise because of generation gap or thinking difference or the similar.
Thinking is that they are not trying to make an effort to find out what you are thinking. देखिए, अगर आप कोशिश करें तो आप किसी की भी thinking समझ सकते हैं.
Yes. They do.
But if you, so what happens is that youngsters, they are thinking कि अरे इनको नहीं समझ में आएगी हमारी बात. So that's the point of view they have. They are assuming कि इनको नहीं समझ में आएगी हमारी बात. It's not true, ना? अगर समझाएंगे तो समझ में आ जाएगी, ना? Actually, this is the biggest, American thing which has been created called generation gap. हिंदुस्तान में कभी generation gap नहीं होता था. पुराने टाइम में आपने देखा था कि कोई जनरेशन गैप होता था?
नहीं, because they were staying together. So
फिर
they were,
ये तो अभी हो गया ना गैप के, नहीं समझेंगे, इनको कुछ नहीं मालूम है, ये है वो है. इट इज नॉट
पहले
ट्रू.
नहीं होता था, ट्रू.
और हमारी प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हम समझने की कोशिश नहीं करते हैं. अब मेरे साथ ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं है क्योंकि मैं हमेशा समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ. मैं कहता हूँ तुम समझा दो ना, मैं समझ लूंगा. See,
But then you could be called as you are a blunt, or you don't care, because you say that, okay, whatever you do, you suffer. Why should I be
no,
bothered?
no, now where have you gone? मैं आपसे क्या कह रहा हूँ, मैं जनरेशन गैप आने नहीं देता हूँ
Right.
क्योंकि मैं समझता हूँ या समझने की कोशिश करता हूँ. ठीक है.
Yeah,
मैं कहता हूँ तुम्हारी विशेष है, मैं उसको ऑनर करता हूँ.
honor करता हूँ.
और अगर तुम्हारी जिद है कि तुमने ये करना है और मेरा तजुर्बा बोलता है कि इसमें खतरा है, तुम नहीं सुनना चाहते हो तो तुम करके देख लो भाई. If you want to learn the hard way, you know, I actually told this to my second son. There was some business matter and he was doing something which was, I thought he's stretching himself too much financially. He was not listening. He said, नहीं पापा, इतना तो रिस्क लेना पड़ता है, ये हुआ है. मैंने कहा भैया हमने भी लेके देखे हुए हैं, तुम सोच लो. तो मैं कहा जो तुमने करना कर लो. फिर बाद में वही हुआ जो हम बता रहे थे उसको. फिर आया मेरे पास. मैं कहा अब तुमने तो करके देख लिया ना, अब भुगत लो. आई टोल्ड यू. मेरे पास मत आना रोते हुए फिर बाद में.
I am sure you did not use the word bhugat. I am 1000% sure.
I said
You did not use
I
the
told
word
him
bhugat,
this.
no?
मैंने कहा गौरव, मैंने बोला था ना consequences तुम्हारे. I was speaking to him in English. I said now you take the consequences of it, no? I mean, you were so smart that you got into that mess yourself. Now you sort it out yourself, right? I trust you that you can sort it out.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I said many times in your life you have sorted out, you made messes and sorted it out. This mess could have been avoided if you had listened to me. But you have the confidence, you have done it. So now I am confident you can resolve it also. Go and do it. Don't ask me.
But at that, no, I doubt, because that is the time they have come to us to help them.
No, I will not help. And he sorted it out.
Good.
He
Good for
actually
him.
sorted it out. Sir,
But
that is
that
how
doesn't-
our purpose of relationship is to make each other stronger, no? Not to make each
Yeah.
other weak.
No, yeah, okay.
But मैंने एक चीज देखी है अशोक जी, आपने भी देखी होगी. जब बच्चों को पता होता है ना कि बापू आके हमको बेल आउट करता रहेगा, तो वो बिगड़ जाते हैं.
मिस्टेक करते रहते हैं.
ठीक है. और जब उनको पता है तो ये मतलब अब भुगतो तुम जाके अपना. And that is why at a very young age they are standing on their own feet.
Yes.
I say, unless there is a matter of life and death, I am not going to intervene. You sort it out. Because I know you can. You are my son, you can sort it out. See, that is called confidence in a relationship. That is called honoring. That you are my son, I know, I have full confidence in you, you can sort it out. See, there is a point where if I give support at that time, am I making him stronger or am I making him weak? It's a tough question.
Yes.
बड़ा मुश्किल होता है सर, यहाँ पे दिल पे पत्थर रखना पड़ता है. Especially if you are a very sensitive person like I am.
There were, each one of us also faces the similar one. वो पत्थर नहीं रख सकते, पत्थर नहीं रख सकते.
नहीं रखेंगे तो फिर to that extent,
तो
then we are clear. Are we supporting? Are we making that person strong? Are we making that person weak? See, let's take Neeti's example only. Why is she torn into two pieces? Because she wants to do that. If she does that, then also the person will be hurt, right? If she does not do it, he will be physically hurt. So we have to find out an alternative way of doing it, which we did find out. Now she has to go and try it out. Well, see, the point is, I believe that communication can resolve all issues.
Yes, sure. That is 100% sure.
Correct. We need to have a possibility thinking कि भाई अब वो नहीं मान रहे तो क्या किया जाए. right? So what is missing in this? So when I was talking to Neeti, what I realized was what is missing is that she's not keeping his wishes in mind. She wants to, but she's finding it difficult to. कि उनको कहीं नुकसान ना हो जाए. So then we have to enroll him कि आप जरूर करें जो आपकी मर्जी है आप करें. But as a safety net, you must have somebody to look after you. Because I'm not going to be there 24/7 sitting by your side. Because मुझे भी सोना होता है रात को. Like you can't be staying awake whole night, no? Like I've seen a lot of, we have an old person in our house, my father-in-law, he used to fall down in the bathroom in the night. Okay, so finally we had to convince him that we have to get one fellow, you know, that ward boy, कि रात को बाथरूम जाए तो आपके साथ आएगा. हिम्मत मैं खुद दूंगा. मैंने कहा चले जाना खुद. बट जब आप गिर जाते हो बाथरूम में और चिल्ला रहे होते हो कि मुझे उठाओ आके, अगर डिले हो जाएगा तो प्रॉब्लम होता है. So it's better to have somebody. Then he was agreeable to it. See, whatever, they may be old, they may be young. If you talk to them logically, they will understand.
They will.
But sometimes we don't have the patience, na? सबसे बड़ी बीमारी क्या है कि आजकल के जमाने में, you know, जो आप generation gap बोल रहे हो, मैं कहता हूँ they are impatient. They want everything फटाफट. No time to explain, no time to listen. So sometimes I have to tell them, slow down, Baba, सुन तो लो, problem क्या है?
सैंडविच मुंह में रख के लिफ्ट में जाके गाड़ी में जाके खाते खाते ऑफिस में.
हाँ, ये हालत है ना. तो कभी कभी इनको स्लो डाउन करना पड़ता है.
True.
If you listen to them from their point of view, they find it very hard कि यार हम लोग बड़ा जरा विस्तार में समझाते हैं, उनको चाहिए सब कुछ स्निप शॉट समझाओ, you know, all that. फटाफट समझाओ जी. See, what is something I'm noticing, younger generation very impatient. Everybody is in a very big hurry. That's fine. So once upon a time, we were also in a hurry.
But they're very capable also, sir.
Well, absolutely. Maybe more capable than we were
Very
in that
capable,
age.
yes.
Who knows?
I got daughters. When they were 21, I told them, you're on your own now. You do whatever you feel like, because that is your life. Much less interference from my side.
Good for you. Congratulations. That's why they're doing so well in life, no?
Maybe. My daughters, sir, this 21st is coming. Short film on Prime Amazon.
Which one? What is the name of the film?
The couple.
So this
On
she has
Amazon
made
Prime.
so many. Okay.
State director. Short
I
film.
know she has directed so many films, no?
Yeah. And this is the one which is being released on 21st. Amazon Prime.
Okay, we will watch it. I will watch it for sure.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll send it to you. The
Right.
couple.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. So, guys, I want you to start thinking about what is stopping you from getting into action. And start taking the action. Yes, Vetrivan.
Sir, amazing discussion, very depth. Can we do a little laughter session here? Everybody become little.
No. I
serious.
want everybody to be sad today. And why laugh? क्या करेंगे laugh करके?
And sir, I have one point of view which I feel like kind of a learning for me today. We are dealing in relationship about something. If we have little kind of attitude from our side that it's all just a game. He is playing his game, I am playing my game, and somehow this game is being linked. Even if it's a by runner, I'm standing this side, he is playing the stick. And I'm telling him, go for 6. Then he's talking and smiling at me. I say, okay, do it. But we have to win this game. If you just enjoy that game, whatever you younger or senior, whatever he does, you will enjoy it. That's just a quick thought is coming to me. Of course, we are in the game.
See, we become so significant about everything
Exactly.
that we forget that life is just a bloody game anyway.
Exactly.
You know,
And we are connected, of course, but you enjoy his game, you enjoy your game, and wherever you connect, you enjoy that part. That's what the idea is. So I just want to take a minute to tell everyone I have a request. Good morning again, all the wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary, and beautiful people. I have a humble request to you all. I have shared Sir's YouTube channel subscription link as well as Facebook subscription link. Let's, since I touched upon the point called game, let's see that game today, how much we can spread this to our people and also to the surrounding people, where we can make them to subscribe, because we are so convinced that we are taking it very seriously. And why can't we spread this word? I am just taking this as a game. I have taken down the numbers now. And tomorrow morning, we will tell how much each one spreaded and how much subscription got increased. Minimum target is each one should send it to 10 people. But we have got so many people and we are so convinced about the content. The humble request is start sharing the subscription link and put your own note or voice note saying that please subscribe to channel, support us. That is the humble request over to you.
Thank you, Kunen Saab. Let us have a share from you. And Kuldeep ji, can we have a share from you?
Thank you, sir. Other than share, just quick thought, sir. What normally I do with my children and what I learned from you, that I tell that it's all about choices, and choices creates. So don't choose something which creates pain for you. We know that the younger generation and all have their own attributes, but this is what I tell my children, that choose something which gives you pleasure, not pain. The
So then
example
is it a choice? Then will it be a choice then?
No, the choices will either give the pain or pleasure.
Okay, that's an interesting point of view. Now, can we have your share, sir?
शायरी आज जो याद आ रही है, दिल ना उम्मीद तो नहीं, दिल ना उम्मीद तो नहीं, नाकाम ही तो है। दिल ना उम्मीद तो नहीं, नाकाम ही तो है, लंबी है गम की शाम मगर शाम ही तो है।
वाह 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 वाह।
लंबी है गम की शाम मगर शाम ही तो है, सुबह फिर होगी, नया उजाला, नई सुबह और नई जिंदगी। Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Kuldeep ji. We are missing your diary.
सर, एक ध्यान आ रहा है कि बड़े होंगे तो जिंदगी अपने हिसाब से जिएंगे, बड़े होंगे तो जिंदगी अपने हिसाब से जिएंगे। बचपन के इस ख्याल पे अब रोज हंसी आती, जिंदगी तो बचपन में ही जीते हैं, बड़े होके तो गुजारा करते हैं।
वाह वाह वाह। हम तो जी रहे हैं सर, गुजार नहीं रहे।
बहुत कम लोग हैं ऐसे।
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And on that note, Kuldeep ji, Kunen ji, thank you very much. And thank you everyone for your participation today. See you tomorrow morning at 7:30 sharp with your friends and your associates and everybody that you can think of. All the best. Bye-bye.